Hey y'all, happy Monday. Come on in and comment the word Monday because it is cutout of the week. So if you're new around here, every Monday we have a brand new exclusive cutout for that week that you can only get from Monday to Sunday. So we have a brand new one. Last week ours was this cutie little beehive palette sign. And this week we're going to have a different one. It's a patriotic one. So when y'all pop on and say hey, comment the word Monday. I've got some things I got to do over here on my computer before I get started. I got to find my live and I got to get this shared into the broadcast channel. Make sure you're part of my broadcast channel so that way you know what's going on over here on this page. Because I share out a bunch of stuff over in there to let people know when I'm live and all that good stuff, which is what I'm trying to do right now. So let me get that shared and then we are going to get started with our patriotic craft. Y'all, last night, I didn't know what I was doing for cutout of the week. And then this came, I saw this and I was like, let's do that. So that's what we're going to do. Y'all probably like, what are you talking about? I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, let's go to content and I'm going to pull up my comments so that way I can read your comments while I'm live. And then we will get started. Okay, so let me pull out our piece. Okay, so it says, this one is for the 250th year. So it says America, USA, and then it says 250 years of freedom. Okay, so I painted one a different way. I do have cut out two different ways today. And I'm going to reveal that here in a little bit. I did something a little bit different. I got outside my comfort zone and I used some metallic paints. But we're going to go a little country with this one. Hello, Elaine. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Brenda. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I was going to say Tuesday. It's Monday. What is everybody up to? We've been working. We've been cutting. We're pretty much out of wood. So tomorrow is, well, we're not doing it. Thomas is going to cut all the wood we need for about 2 weeks. And I've been shipping. I think I shipped out about 30 orders today, 40 orders this morning. So yeah. Hello. Hi, Janice. Hello, Karen. All right. Before we get started, we are always going to take a baby wipe and wipe this down. If you don't want to do the baby wipe method, you could also sand off the glue, if you want to. I'm just gonna do this. Hello, Anne. How are you? How's your husband doing? I hope he's doing all right. All right, let's get this dry. So, comment the word Monday. It is only $10, which includes your shipping, okay? But you can also add it to an order if you want to. So, I want a little bit different on this guy. So I did this. So it's going to say America, USA, 250 years of freedom. So what I ended up doing here is I used the background I painted in shimmer silver, not shimmer silver, and like a metallic silver. And I did metallic on each of the letters. And then the words are black. Okay. So here's version 1. Hi, Cynthia. We're going to do it a little bit differently this time. And we're going to do it a little bit more rustic, if you will. So we tried metallics. When I sat down to paint that, I really didn't know what I was going to do. I really didn't have a plan, but we went with it. Okay, here are the colors we're going to use. Boone says hello. He's out there barking up a storm. I'm going to have to let him in. Country red, navy blue, light buttermilk, and traditional burnt umber. I actually think I'm just going to end up using these 3 colors. So, hello, Terry. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm thinking the background we're going to do is red. Okay. And all the USA is going to be in blue. And then America and 250 years of freedom is going to be in light buttermilk. Hello, everyone. Hi, Janine. Hi, Barbara. All right. We got to use country red. And y'all, I got messages today letting me know that the new 2026 Deco Art colors are out. So we've been chit-chatting about those lately. What am I doing? I have sponges that I cut. Hi, Diane. We came home from hospital yesterday. He's still in heart failure. We picked up 8 new prescriptions. Life is in case his heart stop. It will shock him. Hopefully. Oh, Miss Ann, I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully everything will be okay. All right, let's get this painted. Here we go. We're going in with our country red. You could use, you can use whatever color you want. I wanted this to be a little bit more vintage vibe. You know what I mean? We did the metallic vibe. I'm not so sure about that. Hi, Jill. I'm not so sure about it, but we tried something different out of our comfort zone. Hello, Miss Robbie. Just got home and I went, yay! That's exciting. Speaking of, we've got a Whatnot show tomorrow. It is going to be a chalk Whatnot show at 7 p.m. Central Time. Hour long, it'll be transfers only. Okay, and we're just going to go through them as quickly as we can. You can still bookmark the show. So if you comment the word Monday, okay, go to the message that I send you. And at the bottom of the message, there'll be like a link that says RSVP to our next Whatnot show. If you click on that, it'll take you to my page with all of my shows that I have scheduled. And then you can bookmark the show for tomorrow. All right. So there's our country red. Let me clean up my glass mat. Sorry, y'all. I just kind of got into a little bit of a trance. I just got quiet. I was just in my own head. Sorry. Hello, Denise. Hi, Jennifer. Hello, Miss Paula. So this does dry darker than the way that it paints. But I think I'm going to sand it lightly. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't decide. Okay, so there is our base. So if you're just jumping on, this is our cutout of the week. We're doing cutout of the week 2 different ways. Thanks, Diane. We're doing cutout of the week 2 different ways. That was First Dibs Friday last week. And so we're doing this one a little bit more vintagey. All right, we're gonna go in with our navy blue. This is Anita's acrylic paint. No telling how old this is. Clearly, I've got Butterfingers today. I've got a case of the Butterfingers. All right. And this will probably need a couple of coats. And then everything else is going to be in light buttermilk. How was y'all's Monday? What did y'all do? Did you have to, oh, we talked about this yesterday. A lot of y'all had to work today. Some of y'all are retired, so y'all didn't have to work. You were just living your best life. You like the silver background? I'm not so sure. I still don't know what I think about this. It's not my best work, but you know what? It's a different way. Some of y'all might like the metallic. So I did mostly metallic on all of that, except for the black. So, we tried it. Okay, there's our blue. We'll let that dry. Then we're going to go in and we're going to do everything else in light buttermilk. Hi, Donna Glaze. Worked. Boo, Miss Anita. Work is no fun. Being an adult is not fun. Thanks, Catherine. It's something different, right? Like, that's not something I normally would have done or made. And that's kind of what I was going for. Trying to do something that isn't my typical, you know, craft. Work was busy. Cleaned my client's house, watched the grandkids, cleaned my church, and watching you. Well, it sounds like a busy day, Miss Dolores. I really like the silver with the metallics. Maureen, my egg rolls last night were so good. Oh, they were so good. So good. And there's 2 left over that I'm going to have for dinner. Although I need to go, does anybody know if CVS sells soy sauce? Because we ran out of soy sauce last night. And so I might run to CVS if they have it, and get me some of that, and I'll just heat that up for dinner again. Because the grocery store is way too far. I got to play with my granddaughters today. They went swimming and we made whipped cream to try. Ooh, how fun. Being an adult is no fun. Not that I hate working, because I love what I do. But, you know, being an adult's not fun. Paying bills, paying for groceries, gas, just paying for everything. Not the fun stuff that I want to spend my money on. Okay, then we have 250 Years of Freedom. And this is going to be a little punch out kit, but 2 of my letters I didn't realize weren't punched out. So they weren't attached to the actual back piece. My question is, what color should we make the base? Should we do red, blue, or the light buttermilk? What do y'all think? All right, that's going to dry. We're going to go back in and we're going to do another coat of the blue. If y'all are still here, hit the heart button for me. And sprinkle the video. Hi, Sherilyn. Hi, Cynthia. And comment the word Monday, because this is the cutout of the week and it's $10, which includes your shipping. Still chilly to go swimming. Well, it was cold yesterday, y'all. Yesterday I was in a sweatshirt. I was cold, and today it is hot. It's hot again here in South Texas. But not as hot as it could be. Thank you so much, the base in blue. All right, let's get this dry. We'll see. We'll put it together. We're definitely going to need another coat of the light buttermilk, but I wanted to get it completely dry. And we might need another coat of the blue. All right. Put this back in here. I made a real mess with this. 48 in Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is here. I'm not sure. Y'all, we're going to be done with this fast. We are not even 15 minutes into the live, and we're almost done painting. That's a record for us. But that's how easy this project is. That's how easy this is. You could add glitter to this. So I'm just thinking of all the different ideas you could do. All right, we're going to do one more coat of the blue. Diane, did you go look that up for me? That's hilarious. But you know what's going to happen is I'm going to get over to CVS and they're going to be sold out. Thank you. Those were cutout of the week. Not cutout of the week. I'm sorry. Those were First Dibs Friday. I think there's still a couple left on the website. But those that are on the website aren't like ready to ship. Because all the ones that I had ready to ship were done. But these are really cute. We did these last week. Look at the girl duck. Look how cute she is. Look at the boy duck. Look how handsome he is. Oh, shoot. I knocked off Uncle Sam's hands. Sorry, Uncle Sam. And I went to CVS this morning, and I should have looked. but I forgot. 54 in Pennsylvania, in the 20s, and snowed on and off all day. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Diane, that's hilarious. Anybody want to make my phone call for me? No, I'll just drive over there. It's 3 minutes from my house. But that's hilarious. I love that she went and looked that up. Okay. I just made an executive decision. I went with whoever told me, I think it was Miss Maureen. She's like, paint it blue. So that's what we did. Okay. Let's do another coat of the blue. That looks good. All right, we're done painting. So I'm just going to throw those away and clean up the foil. It's 80 here in California. Yeah, it's warm here. All right, let's pop this stuff out. Y'all look at us. Done painting so fast. You are hilarious. I love that. Y'all are so sweet to me. Okay, I'm going to get out this little tool. I'm going to use the end and kind of push it until it pops out. There's only one on this. And I can see it right here. There we go. Okay. America. And then we're going to do 250. What are y'all having for dinner tonight? I'm probably going to have leftovers. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all sure are. I need to look. There's a Whole Foods right down the street. I hate going in there. I don't know. You need those ducks. Let me see. Let me see how many I have left. And then I'll let you know. Y'all sold me out again. I can add a few more. Just know, Miss Diane, that the ducks they're not ready to ship. Because I sold all the ones that were ready to ship, but I added just a few more if you want one. They're $16 and that includes your shipping. So here, let me drop the link in the comments for you. A bowl of cereal, Easter leftovers, leftover ham and potatoes, taco salad. We've talked about this, but I am not a leftover fan. But there are certain things I will eat leftovers of. Fried chicken. Okay, I just put the link for those ducks into the comments. Okay. Ooh, y'all. What am I doing? I can't spell. I like this. All right, we are going to sand the blue. I'm going to sand the blue just a little bit. So, let me grab my gator. Hi, Tammy. My gator sander. Catherine, I just put the link in the chat. So, you can click on that. Hopefully, I put enough. I'll put a few more. Just in case. Okay, where's my live? Carne asada tacos, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Here we go. Melinda had breakfast for dinner. Let's sand and let's make this look a little rusty. This one that I'm doing right here, Miss Dolores, is $10 and includes your shipping. If you go to the website and order it. Or if you're going to add stuff to your order or you claimed the bench stuff last night, then you can add it to an order for $7. I just take off the shipping. I might have overdone it. I might have overdone it just a little bit. We might have to repaint that one. Whoops. Actually, it's fine. It's gonna work. Pork loin roast, ranch potatoes, and salad. Yum. I'm on my own for dinner tonight. Thomas is back at home. So, I've got to figure out. I gotta fend for myself this week. I know, that's so ridiculous. But he's such a good cook. That me cooking doesn't taste as good. Ooh, okay. What do we think? I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. I like it. Should we sand the red or should we just leave the blue sanded? Thoughts? I like it. I do like it. I thought I might have overdone it, but never get it right to order. I can help you, Miss Dolores. What do y'all think? Should we? Oh, of course, Janice. Oh, I like the light buttermilk with it. Sand the red. If I do, I'm going to have to change this out because the grit is really, I'm not going to pretend like I know. Y'all told me several times about the grit. Higher the grit, the rougher it is, or something like that. Yeah, I think it just needs a little, very light sanding. Okay. So, I'm going to switch this out. Sand the red, she says. Look, we got red right here. I'm going to do it very, very lightly. So it's not going to be as much as the blue. And I'm just trying to focus on the little curves and everything. Now, obviously, if you liked it where the red wasn't sanded, then don't sand it, right? I think it needed a little bit of something. You could distress it. You could dry brush it if you wanted to. All right, let's see. I'm just going to do a little bit more in some areas. Dry brushing it would be cute. All right. The higher the grit, the smoother it is. There you go. See? I won't remember that, so you're going to have to tell me that again, Miss Cheryl. It's very subtle, the sanding. Okay, let's glue. I think I love this. Ooh, see? See, I got butterfingers. I threw something at myself earlier. And y'all had a meeting before my live. I was sitting there talking with Miss Jill, who's in the comments. I had white paint all over my face. Didn't even know it until I saw it. And I was like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing. I just finished painting this. So this is the metallic version, or a different option, if this isn't your style. I've been trying to do, if you're new here, I've been trying to do Cutout the Week 2 different ways the last few weeks to kind of give people, you know, a way to see it differently if the way that I craft it isn't necessarily their style. But yeah, y'all, I had white paint like all across my face. And I think I still have a little bit right there. I don't know. It's fine. It's all good. All right, we've got the America. I really should clean up the edges, but I don't feel like it. I'm gonna be mad at myself later on. But this is such like a delicate piece that I don't want. Hi, Melinda. How funny. That's funny, Maria. I hit both of y'all's styles. I don't want to take a black pin to it and then risk breaking it, because we all know that I would break it. We all know that's a possibility around here. And that's a strong possibility that I would break it. Alrighty, let's glue our letters. Go, we're almost done. Who am I not being on here for an hour and a half like I was last night? Oh, speaking of last night, if you missed it, the benches, which it's up here, I'll pull it down if y'all want to see it. The bench and the insert that I did last night, I ended up extending the bench and insert sale. So you can go shop the bench and all the different inserts I have for the rest of the week. If you didn't get a chance to, or if you forgot, or you missed out, or because I know I got on late last night. So I extended it for the rest of the week. If you're wanting. He's at home. He's at his house. He has his kids this week. So he has 1 week on, 1 week off. So the weeks that they're not with him, he's here. Went to a mandatory meeting work years ago and didn't realize had green. Oh no, Miss Cheryl. Oh. But I should have a helper for our Whatnot show on Saturday. Yep, so we'll have another Whatnot show on Saturday. We have one tomorrow for chalk stuff. And then, on Thursday, we'll have our Thrifty Thursday sale. And y'all, I've got some discounted cutouts for y'all this week. Last night, one of my lasers wasn't working correctly. And so, I think I cut the same sheet 5 or 6 times. So, we're going to have some discounted cutouts on Thursday in the Thrifty Thursday sale. That's where people say they need to take their anxiety medication or have a drink when that part of the sale happens. So, we got a busy week. We got lots to do. We'll be live. I'll go live probably every day. Yeah, like last week I think I only had 1 or 2 in the bin. It just wasn't worth it, so I saved them. And so now I've got a whole slew. There's nothing missing from them, but like the air in my laser wasn't working correctly, so some of them are they're a little crispy. Not bad, but not something I would want to send out to y'all. Ooh, y'all, look at this. I love this. Okay, what do we think? So on this one, we used country red, navy blue, and light buttermilk. Kathleen, I saw your order. I'm going to get with you. Don't you worry. That was before I changed the price again. So what we can do is if you order later this week, we can just take off the difference of your invoice for later. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Don't worry. I'll take care of you, my friend. that's more your style. Okay, I am going to sand this down just a little bit. I really like this. Okay. That dust gets everywhere. Wipe this off. I might have over-sanded it just a smidgen, but that's okay. All right, and then there we go. There it is. What do we think? Now you could do like a white background. I mean, you could do this a ton of different ways, right? You could do a light buttermilk background if you wanted, and then do USA in red and blue and black wording. I mean, you can do this however you want. So here are the two different ways. Look, these could not be more different, okay? So tell me, do you like the metallic? So this one was painted with a metallic silver in the background, metallic red, a metallic white, and a metallic blue. And then the lettering is just flat black. And it says America, USA, 250 years of freedom. Okay. Then this one we painted on the live. So these are two totally opposite, different styles. So which one do y'all like? The metallic or the flat one? But there's so many different ways. You could do a blue background, white letters, and then all the wording is red. I mean, there's lots of different ways to do this. I'm obsessed with this. I love these. Look how cute they are. You like them both. So if you want this blank version of the cutout, there's two ways to get it, okay? I love the country red. There's two ways to get it. You can go to my website. Oh, shoot. I forgot to change it, didn't I? I did forget to change it. I'll have to change it on my website. So normally when you go to thecreativellama.com, the very first like cutout that you see is always my cutout of the week. I forgot to change it. That's okay. I'll change it after my live, but let me drop the link. So if you're like, I just want the cutout of the week, I want to try it and see, and you don't want to add anything, then your best option is to go to the website and purchase. But as always, I can send you an invoice if, yeah, this one is more my vibe, if you want. So here is the link to the cutout. Okay. If you click on that, it'll take you directly to the listing where this is at. You just add it to your cart and you check out, and it'll be $10 shipped. Okay. So no additional shipping. If for some reason it charges you shipping, which it shouldn't, but if it does, I will always refund you, and honor that. Okay. But if you've already started an invoice with some of our bench stuff that we have, or you want to start an invoice for the week, you can totally do that. All I do is I just take off the cost of shipping. So making it $7. Okay. It'll come to you unpainted, but you won't get your invoice until Friday. I do that so that way people can add to it all week and just save on shipping and not have, 3 or 4 orders throughout the week and pay shipping each time, because I don't combine orders. So if you want this and add it to an order or to start an invoice, comment the word. Let's try a number this time. Comment the number 150. No, do 250, because it's the 250th year. Comment the number 250 and it'll be $7. Okay. And then you can start an invoice or add it to your invoice. You like the flat the best, but this reminds you of the Olympics. Yeah, it sure does. I like that. Perfect. So I see Miss Diane, Miss Vicky, Melinda, Janice. Just comment the number 250. I will get your name written down, and invoices will be sent on Friday, but you can add to it all week. Okay. And y'all, we're doing a patchwork patriotic thing on Thursday. So I'm real excited. Any questions before I hop off? Is there anything y'all want to see? This was a quick live. I don't know the last time I was only live for 30 minutes. But y'all, do me a huge favor. Hit the heart button. Hit the heart button for me, and make sure you are following the page, and make sure that you're signed up for my broadcast channel. This is going to be the best way to know what's going on over here. So I will drop the link to join that channel if you want to. But yeah, I'm more inclined to do the second version. Yeah, this one is, I love this one. Anything before I go? Hi, Jennifer. Anything before I go? If you've never shopped with me before, please make sure you send me a message with your email address, because that's the way I send you your invoices. But they will not be sent until Friday. I think some people have been confused about that. I let you add all week long, pay one shipping price, and then they'll be sent out Friday morning, Friday afternoon. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Dolores, for some reason, Facebook doesn't let people join the broadcast channel. I don't know if Miss Cheryl Lynn, who was in the comments earlier, she's been struggling to get in the broadcast channel. I don't know why. But I just say, just keep trying every so often. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I love these. These are so fun. And I will chit chat with y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.